Good evening, YouTube. It's Thursday night. Wanted to be spontaneous. I was trying to sing to the lyrics of the Pentatonics cover of Daft Punk, and when I played it back after recording it to see how well I sang, I sounded horrible. Then I tried again being a little more vocal, and then I still sounded horrible because apparently I don't know all the words to the song, which is fine. So I guess that shower singing probably is the best for me at this point, which is fine because then only I hear myself. Let's see. I live alone. Been living alone since June. It seems to be nice. I have a nice place. Heat, air conditioning, electricity, and so on. You know, the basic needs. Living alone has its benefits. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. The downfall is that nobody sees you do this. So, you know, if you're a attention whore, I guess I could be guilty of that in some respect. You know, posting YouTube videos whenever, however. Ignore that. Yeah. Then you want to be seen, you want to be known, you want to be heard. So, and then this is an outlet. Well, it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm on that constantly at work. When I have time in between tasks, I take a peek at them, see what's new, see if there's anything that's relevant to me, see if there's anything I want to share, or on Twitter retweet. God. I'm a cornball sometimes. So, yeah. Constantly watching to see if there's any new videos from Lindsey Sterling or from Pentatonics. Pentatonics had a CD, PTX Volume 2, come out a couple days ago, actually. 3 days? 4 days? Anyway, I haven't been able to buy it yet, you know, money thing, which eventually I will, but for right now, listening to their music on YouTube is good. Lindsey Sterling put out a deluxe version of her CD at the end of October, I'll want to say, October 29th, and that's available, I think she said iTunes, but I know it's in Target because it's been advertised a lot, but you can pick up either one of their CDs, download their music. I think they also have it on iTunes, both Lindsey Sterling and Pentatonics, so you can get it there definitely. Don't know if they have a physical CD release, Pentatonics. If they do, wonderful. Grab it, find it, and grab it, especially if you're a huge fan like me. Lindsey Sterling, again, as soon as I have some money, I'm going to get it, but I just need to be conservative. So, a couple things about me that I wanted to share on Saturday, which I'll still do a blog video on Saturday, but I wanted to cover this now. I do write poetry. I have one poem that I wrote in 2011 that won an award in 2012, well, won 2 awards, 3rd place, and the Leona Hicks Award for Literary Excellence in Poetry. Now, this was a college writing contest, also had non-college students who participated. I'm not sure how many people entered. There were several different categories. This one was the Aspiring Poet category, or contest, I should say, and a lot of great poems, I guess. I didn't read any of them. They published all the poems that won in the April Perennial for North Central Texas College, here in, well, North Central Texas. And I was going to go get it, and then life kind of smacked me in the head and said, hey, you got to do other things first. So, with that, I didn't get it. I wanted to see my own poem printed, so it has been published, although I've never gotten a copy of it, which is my own fault. I have it shared. I have it on Google Docs. I've shared it on Facebook and Twitter. If you want to read the poem, then wonderful. I can link it to you. Um, oh, I guess I can link it to you in Facebook. Send the link in an email to you. Um, I'll share it again. Let's see. So just ask. I've tried to write other poetry. The muse usually strikes me when they do. I write wonderful poems. Um, try to be as creative as possible. Try to be as outgoing as possible all the time. So when I started blog posting, I started feeling like I had a purpose now. Telling people about who I am in the hopes that I connect with someone to help them along the way. Because everyone's got times in their life where you need someone who can understand you and be there. And I've been a lot of places, and I've been in a lot of situations that were desirable and less than desirable. So, yeah, I have got some life experience. I am 37 years old, and I've got some life experience. So, definitely want to make sure that in my natural way of doing things, my video blog posts, somebody catches something and it helps them. If it helps one person, my goal is met. I have, I'll be content. I want to be able to reach out because there have been people in my life that have helped me. And this is hopefully one of the ways that I can give back to those people or to others who may need it. Because there have been times people giving me stuff without asking for anything in return. But the only thing they really did ask me is to make sure that I paid it forward to others. So, couple of other things that come to mind. I like to be around happy people, but I also feel obligated to try to make other people happy. And there's some people that have shared some pretty deep things. There's a campaign out there, It Gets Better, for suicide. And I've been there. I've been in that situation. And to be able to come up out of that a stronger person has made me feel better about myself. And my story isn't grandiose. It's not full of, triumphant returns. It's just a story. It's something that I hold dear because it's a part of me. And so, later posts, later video blogs, I'll share that. Maybe a special segment, maybe just on a regular Saturday night. I don't know. I want to share the poetry. I want to do a poetry reading. So that one poem I would like to read so that people can understand through my voice what that poem means. And I want to explain what it means to me as well. So later videos will be about that. I want to try to keep it short. Normally my videos run about 4 minutes, 5 minutes. This one is eclipsing 10 minutes right now. But I felt the need to talk tonight because honestly I miss talking, recording a video and posting it and seeing how many people I can touch with it. It's about who I can touch, not about numbers, not about, how much am I going to make off of this? Because I just want to help people. I'm spiritual. I like nature. I love the energies that nature provides. I relate to Lindsay's Elements video because I swear she captured every element perfectly in all of her costumes and all of her makeup and all of the scenes. It was just fantastic. And if you haven't seen it, which I'm sure those that have already subscribed to me have seen it as much as I talk about it, you can go search for Lindsey Sterling Elements and watch the video. I also recommend watching Crystallize, and for pentatonics, definitely the Daft Punk. You can also see other a cappella covers that they've done. And so, definitely good things. I keep coming back to them because, well, I love them. They're wonderful. But I had time to kill. All I'm doing tonight basically is just watching TV. I've played some Breath of Fire 4 last night, and constantly for a while. Haven't logged into Guild Wars in forever. Guild Wars 2 anyway. Actually, I think the last time I logged in was like Saturday, but that's beside the point. Yeah, sometimes I get into it, sometimes I can do it, but sometimes I overdo it. I'll do it until I'm sick of it and then stop, and then get reinterested in it and do that. I've never found a way to moderate how I play video games or how I do almost anything. Like at the time that I wrote the poem, which is entitled Whimsical, I wrote 29 other poems within a span of 3 hours. The best writing that comes from you is one that happens with very little editing, just right there. As it comes to your head, you put it on paper. That's the truest form of poetry that I've found. I'm not a professional poet. I'm not a professional at anything, but I am a professional at being alive. So I know what I feel when it comes to poetry. I know what I feel when it comes to music. I know what I feel when it comes to art. So sharing those things, hopefully people come away with the fact that, yeah, I'm not a fake. I just want to be heard. And, hey, I've got a voice. I'm going to use it. Plain and simple. So, yeah, Saturday night's coming up soon. I'll have more. And, because, my life is adventurous. I have plenty of things that I do. And, even sitting on the couch watching TV, I can talk for hours about it. That's the best thing about me. I can take a small subject and I can make it into something that I can talk hours about. Brings me to a speech class I had in middle school. Given given an assignment to write about a specific topic, and I chose cats because I love cats. And I did research on it, and I was given 5 minutes to give a speech, and I got maybe 1/4 to 1/2 of what I wanted to say in that time limit. I had so much more I wanted to say, and it was something that I felt deeply about. And I've taken English classes in college, and both English teachers, I had 2 separate teachers for both English classes, 101 and 102, and both English teachers were very astounded by my ability to communicate, because that's one of my biggest things, is I love to communicate. So coming across with critique, being able to follow direction, it was fantastic. My English 1 teacher gave me 2 additional points at the end of the semester, which gave me an A. And my English 2 teacher, she's nice, I like her, didn't give me any additional points, not that I deserved them, but I still managed to, I think I still got an A in that class. But I did, once I got into doing the arguments for English 2 and understanding the different arguments you can do with the same topic, it became easier. We had video conferencing that we did. We just set up appointments for specific time frames to cover specific aspects of our of our argument, and it took a while to get down. I had to edit it. I don't like editing because typically it's what I like to put on paper is usually good enough for me, but in this case, because it was an argument and it required facts, I had to make sure my facts were in order, had to do the research, um, and I did the research. Um, and I impressed my teacher with the facts, with the argument, argued for and against, and the third view, and so on. Had a visual argument as well. Then I had a psychology paper along the same lines. Different format, different structure, was based on psychology, and the it was a it was just a paper. But anyway, rambled on about college. I plan to go back. Stay in school. If you're in school, stay in school. If you haven't, try to go. You can always better yourself. But I'm not going to be this paid announcement that says you need to stay in school. You'll do what you want, but if you go to school, there's a possibility that you'll make something better of yourself. And my goal is hopefully computer programming. Even though I have an artistic side, I also have a logical side. Programming is something that I enjoy. I love video games, and maybe I can incorporate that into creating video games. But in the future, for right now, I keep on keeping on. Steady is the pace that I'm keeping up with. Doing what I need to do in order to make it work for me, and so it's a plus. And I asked the question to one of my coworkers, what's one word that would describe me? And he said dependable. And not that I'm surprised about this, because he did state several times earlier that I'm a very dependable person. I show up when I need to show up. I call in ahead of time when I need to call in, and I just make sure I do that communication. All falls back on communication. So that was something very nice to be told, is that I am dependable. I'm sure there are other words that somebody could use to describe me, but dependable was nice. I loved it. Anyway, too many ums in this thing. I'm going to get out of here. I will catch you on Saturday night. So until then, bye.